Did you know that Amazon wants you to share your Wi-Fi with your neighbors and your neighborhood without your consent? On today's video, I am going to show you how to disable and opt out of that program and tell Amazon to take a hike. Let's get started. Hello everyone and welcome to DFM TV. Today's video is a very important topic. We're going to be talking about the Amazon Sidewalk program and how you are already opted into this program to share your Wi-Fi with your neighbors and your neighborhood, and you didn't even get asked if you wanted to. You're just going to do it because you already opted in. Well, again, I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can disable this. And get this, guys, this is not only for the people that have Amazon. These are for people that also own Ring devices that are opted in to share your Wi-Fi as well. So I am going to show you how to disable it for your Ring devices because it's not only on Amazon, it's also on your Ring application. Before we get started with that, I'm going to go ahead and answer and clarify a couple of rumors that have been going all over the internet. One of the rumors is that this thing is going to launch on the 6th of June. Some people are saying on the 8th of June. The first thing I want to go ahead and clarify with that rumor, that is not true. There is not a launch date specific to launch this Sidewalk program. This Sidewalk program is being spread out throughout the nation. This is going to be only in the United States as of right now, I believe, because every other country finds it illegal, but that's just rumor, that's just speculation on my end, okay? But I want to say that right now it's going to be spread out throughout the nation, and it could hit your neighborhood at any point. There's not a specific date. It's the same thing that they did when it came to the new interface look that the Amazon Firestick has. Some of you know that you had a Firestick for the longest time. All of a sudden you got an update and you got a completely new look on your Firestick, and this is not one day for everybody. It's just being spread out in different regions of the nation, and you may get it. You may already have this already activated in your area. Basically is what I want to say. So there's not a specific date. You're just going to get it eventually if you haven't gotten it already. The second rumor is that once this launch, or once the 6th or the 8th, if you haven't opted out of this program, that you cannot opt out, you kind of locked into it. That is not true. I want to go ahead and eliminate that factor. A lot of people are getting spooked and scared trying to figure out how to turn this off right now. If you're watching this, and because I'm taping this on the 4th of June, if you're watching this way past that on the 25th or the next month, July or whatever, don't worry about it. If you haven't opted out of it and you are sharing your Wi-Fi, you can do it. By the end of this video, you'll be able to go ahead and turn that feature off and not share your Wi-Fi with your neighbors anymore. Okay? The reason that Amazon is doing this and they have the Sidewalk program is simply for your Ring devices and your Echo devices, most of all. If you have an outage in your home, an internet outage, it will go ahead and pick up that Wi-Fi from your neighbors and then keep your Echo devices and your Ring devices still running even while the outage is going on in your home. Now, this is not a neighborhood outage because obviously if you have a neighborhood outage, nobody's going to have internet in your neighborhood. But if you have an outage, this is something happens in your particular home where your internet goes down for whatever reason, your Echo devices will still work because it's pulling the internet from your neighbors, and vice versa, it will be pulling the internet from you if your neighbor has an outage. Now, what Amazon's stating also, that this does not take a lot of bandwidth. This doesn't mean you're going to take half of your Wi-Fi and you're going to give it away to your neighbors and it's going to slow down your work at home or anything. I'm going to be honest with you. Based on what they're saying that's not going to happen. They're actually saying that this is going to be the equivalent of about you streaming a 10-minute high-definition movie. Okay, that's the equivalent. And they're going to cap it out at 500 megabytes. Now, the only problem that I have with this is for those people that have very high internet, it might not even bring put a dent on their internet speed when they're doing something, working from home or whatnot. But the people that have very cheap, low internet speeds, every little bit of that internet speed counts for whatever it is that they're doing, whether streaming or working from home, whatnot. And especially in COVID, when most of us are working from home, every little bit of internet speed is crucial. And I'll say this because everybody knows this: the internet companies do not give you what you're paying for, period. Okay, most of them do not, and the ones that get close are still not there. So for you to take the little bit that you are getting and then share it with your friends or with your neighbors in the neighborhood, I don't think it's an ideal thing to do. I would recommend that you guys opt out of it. And that's what we're going to be doing by the end of this video. Second thing is, I want to go ahead and mention that it's not for every single Amazon device that it's in your home. This is specifically for third generation and higher Echo devices. Okay, third generation and higher Echo devices. And then when it comes to Ring devices, this is not going to be for your Ring doorbell. So if you have a Ring doorbell and that's the only thing you have, then this does not apply to you when it comes to Ring, because the Ring doorbell has not been yet registered to work with the Amazon Sidewalk program. However, if you have a fog cam or just a outside camera that's by Ring, and I'll show you in the applications which ones are the ones that are registered to this program. Unless you have one of those, you don't have to worry about so much the Ring. However, this is the big part for the Amazon devices. Even if you don't have an Echo, it looks like, and this is what I'm hearing from friends that don't have Echoes but you have like Amazon Firesticks or whatnot, you have the Amazon app and you're still opted in to share your Wi-Fi even though you may not have any of these devices. So it doesn't matter if you own any of that. If you have an Amazon application, there's a good chance that your Wi-Fi is going to be shared to those people that do have Amazon and these Ring devices. Okay, so we want to opt out of this. If you have any more questions regarding the Sidewalk program, don't hesitate to leave it in the comments below. I will mention this also. You cannot do this from your computer. You cannot opt out from your computer, because the only way to opt out of it as of right now is through the Amazon Alexa application or the Ring application itself. I will say both if you have both devices.
I don't know that.
Alexa, be quiet. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you first how to do it on the Alexa app application, and then I'm going to show you how to do it on the Ring application. And again, if you guys have any questions regarding this, don't hesitate to leave it in the comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Let's shut this thing off. All right, guys, the first thing that we want to do is locate your Amazon Alexa application. This could be on your cell phone or on your tablet. Let's go ahead and click on it. And then I want you to work your way to the lower right hand side where it says More with the 3 lines there. Let's go ahead and click on that. And then here we're going to go ahead and look for the settings. As you can see right there, let's go ahead and click on that. Once you're here, you're going to go ahead and click on where it says Account Settings. So let's go ahead and click on Account Settings. And once you're here, you can go ahead and click on where it says Amazon Sidewalk. So let's click on that. As you can see, by default, it's already enabled. We don't want that, so we want to work out our way to that blue switch on the right hand side, as you see here, and you want to tap on that, and that's going to go ahead and disable the Amazon Sidewalk. That's how you do it on your cell phone and tablet using the Amazon Alexa application. All right, so the first thing you need to do is locate your Ring application, as you see here. This is on a cell phone or a tablet. Go ahead and click on it. And then you're going to focus on the 3 lines on the upper left-hand side that you see here. Let's go ahead and click on those. And then you want to focus on where it says Control Center. So once you're over Control Center, let's go ahead and click on that. And notice that you have a significant amount of categories that you can click on. So you're going to work your way down to where it says Amazon Sidewalk, as you see here. Once you find it, you're going to go ahead and click on it. And if you have a hard time getting into it by clicking on it, I will hold my finger over it until you finally get it, or click on it several times. Sometimes closing out the app together and coming back into it and trying it may get you in there. That is the only category that is glitchy in the whole application. Just so you know, if you click on any other category, it lets you right in with no problem. So I don't know, it's because they're still working on it, or they're just trying to make it harder for you to disable the Sidewalk. That's just speculation at this point. Now let's move on. I do want to show you that the available Ring devices registered to work with the Amazon Sidewalk as far is only these 3: Floodlight Cam, Spotlight Cam Mount, and Spotlight Cam wire are the only three. There's no more other than those three. So that means if you have a Ring doorbell, they're currently still not registered to work with the Sidewalk, so you have nothing to disable if you do not own any of these devices. If you own one of these devices or more, then it will give you the option to disable it. Then you'll get a pop-up saying, are you sure you want to opt out of the Amazon Sidewalk? And you, of course, confirm that, and then it will turn it off. The only thing that I would ask you to do as a safety precaution is the next day come back in here into the same settings if you do have one of these ones listed and you did disable it, and make sure that it remained disabled. I have noticed by going back into these that they're mysteriously enabled again. So that's how you disable it on the Ring application. All right, guys, so now you've seen how to turn it off on both devices. You've seen how it can be a little shady on the Ring device on getting in just to that particular section to turn it off. But I do want to mention that also applies for the Alexa application. Okay, on the Alexa application, you can turn it off today, and then tomorrow you can go in just to check on it and notice that mysteriously it turned back on. This happened to me personally. I turned it off 2 days ago, and then I was, doing some research and everything, and then today I went to turn it on just to show you how you turn it off, and it was already on. So I would encourage you guys that if you're going to do this right now and you did it right now, to check on it tomorrow to make sure that it's still off, because if it's not still off, you want to turn that off again. I don't know why Amazon is doing that. People that are turning it off and thinking that it's all over with, they go back and find out, hey, you're sharing it. So I will just be on it and just check on it as often as you can, just to make sure that it stays off. And if you notice that it keeps popping back on, start making phone calls to Amazon and tell them to cut it off, because you do not want to share your Wi-Fi with the world. Okay? There it is, guys. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to leave your comments below, and I will get to them as soon as possible. I can't leave without asking you for your support, so if you could please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and the most important thing is ring that bell notification so you get notified every single time we post a brand new video. You have been watching DFM TV. I am Dan the Firestick Man, your source for entertainment. Until the next video, happy streaming.